Yummy dish that children will love, and they won't even know it's good for you. And excuse me for saying, you have been here before. Sometimes
you have a lot of people on the show.
No, and it's like
about it.
Because
it was over a year
ago.
I
apologize for that. I'm glad that you are back in our kitchen again.
Thank you.
And
it's great
that you
to be
are
here.
doing this.
I love this kitchen. Springtime in this kitchen.
I know, springtime in the kitchen. But we're going to not only a lot of people don't like to eat vegetables. Grown-ups don't even.
That's true.
Do you have a great way to get our children to do it? So you're making wontons.
I do. I'm making wontons, and here's the twist. First of all, they're baked. You don't need to deep fry them. And the thing is to stuff them full of flavor. So, I don't believe in necessarily hiding and pretending that there aren't vegetables in your food for kids. The way that I do it is to involve them in the process and give them something that's really delicious. So I've partnered with McCormick to make sure that I have recipes that are packed with flavor using herbs, spices. You don't need a lot of added salt, fat, or calories.
Fabulous. You know what? We're going to.
Dave's ready.
Well, we need food. Wait. And there you go, Dave.
It's coming.
Yes, your wishes are command. There it is.
These are
Thank you so much.
These are avocado asparagus wontons. They're really fun, and another piece to them that kids love is that they come with a really easy dip. There is actually research that shows that kids are more likely to eat vegetables if they have a dip to dip them in.
Absolutely.
And in my house, I know that's totally true.
Can I
And
just
it's very
check real
easy
quick?
to make dips.
You didn't wash your hands before with you and your.
Maybe.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe I
the
did.
boogers,
Not
which I'm
sure.
totally getting that book for my daughter, by the way. It's amazing.
For Dahlia, who's your daughter.
That's right.
Does she like vegetables?
She does. My daughter is 2.5, and if anyone else understands this, a full-on toddler, she ate everything for the first 2 years of her life. I mean, we were stuffing her face with zucchini and asparagus, and all of a sudden at 2, she decided to have an opinion. And so it's getting more
Get
challenging.
used to it. It gets worse.
I can't even imagine. I mean, I'll come back in 10 years like crying. But she's a great eater. But it definitely helps to empower her. So give her dips. She loves a dip. We make simple dips with herbs and spices, things like yogurt, Greek yogurt, or hummus. Today, for the wontons, I'm actually making a great dip that's really fun for kids. It's low-sodium soy, a little sesame oil, some crushed red pepper, if you can handle the spice, some lime juice, a tiny bit of sugar, and it's so simple and tasty, and it goes great with these wontons.
Are you guys loving it?
Good. How's it going over there?
Works so good. What else do you got?
Chomping away.
What else do you have?
Yes, there you go. And you know what? In my family, too, I eat out for a living. I eat so much rich food that when I get to sit at my own family table and cook for myself, we eat almost vegetarian too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I want to eat simply and flavorfully.
Until while you
struggle every day, my friend.
While you're cooking,
let's cook it.
But I also want to know, tell everybody, you're a judge on Top Chef.
Yes.
So you're eating food all the time.
All the time. It's what I do. It's how I make my living. Lucky me, right?
How do you manage to, keep yourself together with all that food and not
it's a struggle. I have to think of exercise and being active. I'm adding a little garlic powder to red peppers and asparagus.
That's about the amount of exercise I like to do.
Look, I'm not going to pretend that I love working out. I'm not one of those people that is going to tell you that it's my favorite thing to do. But this is Italian seasoning, by the way, going in a little crushed pepper. And exactly. It does it every time that you put it in. That music just comes on, right? Wow. It's like the soundtrack of my life. So, I just have to make being active part of my job, just like eating's part of my job. And you don't have to finish your plate. I eat out a lot, but when I eat at home, I like to eat really simply. Fresh, simple food, good quality ingredients, the most fresh, best quality ingredients I can afford, and that's always my rule.
May I ask you, how long do you have to cook the vegetables? Do they have to? Oh, he wants. You're going to get more. We're going to give you. These aren't quite done.
I was promised food, a whole meal.
So they have to.
That was in my
You don't want to overcook them, exactly, but you definitely want to make them soft enough that they're not going to break through the wontons. Right. So you saute them on medium height with a little olive oil for 4 or 5 minutes. That's all you need. And then I'm going to add them to a bowl with avocado that's really
There you go.
finely chopped.
Just eat the bowl like that.
I mean, honestly, this in itself would make a great salad.
Absolutely.
See, I
Add
would
some
break
lettuce.
through the wontons.
But there you go. You might.
I want to pass a collection plate for Dave. Anybody else want to
just,
donate?
I have
I'm really happy you're here.
I haven't had mine yet.
Do you have a pair of stretchy pants?
Taste that.
There you go.
So this is the fun part. We're going to make our beautiful little wonton. So you can help me here if you want. Come right over here. Take a wonton and take your finger and just put some water. It's just water along the edges. Paint the borders. with your finger. And this is
We're doing
something
a
that
DIY.
kids can do at home, you know, with you and really get involved. And then I'm just gonna take a little spoon of the mixture. Now the key is don't overstuff the wonton because then it will break.
Right.
Just put about a tablespoon in the center.
All the time when I
Yeah.
was a kid, don't overstuff the wonton.
Don't overstuff the wonton, man.
I'm not going fancy anymore. I put these down. I'm
I was
just
gonna
going
say,
for
This
what I
is
love-
finger food.
How do you
It's-
get a
that's
cute
why
little
my kids will
package
like
like
it.
that?
Yeah,
Because
it is.
it's
They'll
like
like
they
it.
eat it with their finger.
Exactly, it's
can't
fun
believe
and it's
this
finger
isn't
food, and it's also a
fried.
great appetizer for a dinner
It's
party.
so crisp. It's wonderful.
Just pinch all the corners up in the center.
Oh, how
It looks a lot fancier than it is. Look how easy that is. And just squeeze them together, and that water will act like glue.
this one? Okay, how am I doing? Am I
You're doing
wrong?
great. It's okay. It takes a
Okay.
minute.
Hey, can I
So
come?
beautiful.
Can I come over
So
later?
It's like a little package.
You're welcome anytime.
That is so.
But wait,
Bring the whole house.
where are we gonna find you later? Because I know the show is moving around.
That's right. We are about
Yeah.
to start season 14,
That's
if you can
fantastic.
believe.
Wow.
What?
That is. I know. Thank you. We've been making this show for 11 years. I never would have thought that I'd still be doing this when I started. I know. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. We make the show. We're starting season 14, which is going to be in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh,
Which is an amazing
Congratulations.
food town, by the way.
Yeah. Let's
So these
see.
are going to go on a rack in the oven.
Okay.
There are mine in
Take
there.
them right here.
Mine's
I
in
have
there.
I think they're Dave.
Dave, no, I
think
didn't
they're
have one
Dave.
yet, but I'll give it to you.
Do you have to brush anything on them when you put them
Yes,
in?
you're right. I didn't do that. I would actually brush a tiny bit. Careful, hot.
What
There
temperature
go.
do you bake it at?
You bake it at 350, 375, and you can brush it with a little olive oil on top, which will make sure
Okay.
they get nice and golden and crispy.
A little olive
And there they are. You can put a pretty little garnish. And here are your wontons. Isn't that nice?
Whoa.
Maybe extra sesame seeds.
The problem with me is I can't eat one or two. I'd eat like 7.
You know what? These are healthy. They're baked and they're
Oh, it's so good.
vegetables.